The armor looks so good. Dude, we are in some great armor. I'm actually wondering if we're ever going to get better armor at this point. We bought all the best armor in Gutenberg. I hope we still have stuff to get. Oh my god.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Boo, Cohh is such a save scummer? Yes.
Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. Oh, but tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
In a word, badly.
Oh,
Are we about to get the anime episode where we get, like, everything caught up until now? I think we are. I'm
how's
excited.
that?
Hey, Boatman.
I hardly know where to start. I'm lucky to be alive. In any case, neither von Berghoff nor the League of Lords are planning to join Jobst.
Good God. I need a drink now.
I hope you get a little drunker every time.
But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman on the gallows for poaching?
It was a mistake, of course. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious. But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fella who fucked us right up, and von Berghoff's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then.
I will say, as somebody who does not normally like historical stories, because frankly, they kind of bore me most of the time, this game does a good job of keeping the story just complex enough to be interesting, but not so complex that it feels convoluted and like too much. And that's a real fine line to walk, especially for someone like me, because I can easily get to the point where I'm like, there's too many names. I don't know these people. I don't care about these people. Like, this isn't interesting for me anymore. But like, there's just enough names in this to where I remember everyone. And there's just enough like intrigue where it's like, it doesn't get out of control, you know? That's a fine line to walk. That's really impressive. Does a good job.
After Zizka took us prisoner...
Also, these
it finally
episodes
became
really
clear
help.
we were on the same side, and Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later.
I actually really
Just when
enjoyed the
we thought
recap.
we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
A couple things. Somebody said, is this too much though? No, not only do I love the recaps, but something really interesting they do in these recaps, because this isn't the first one, is they tell the story slightly differently or from a different perspective. So it gives you like even a better understanding of what's going on, which is really cool. And somebody said, but Cohh RDR2 is better anyway. I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion, for my personal preferences, RDR2 doesn't hold a candle to this game. Like, it's in my mind, it's not even comparable in terms of characters, storytelling, voice acting, systems, mechanics. Like, this game it's playing a different game than RDR2. Yeah. So, just saying. That's how I feel about it. They blew up the tower and took us prisoner.
No, we didn't have a chance. They blew
Each their
the
own, don't get me
tower to
wrong.
pieces and took us all prisoner.
Yeah,
They
but
took
yeah,
us to
it's
Trotsky and
very
tortured us.
differently.
But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
All right, real talk. Why does my red thing look perfectly fine in this scene, but when I'm in my noble set, it looks ratty and torn up? Is that a bug? Notice how it looks perfect in this scene?
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God.
Look at it.
While we were making our escape,
Beautiful.
I crossed paths with Toff, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then.
LOD issue? Maybe.
And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobs just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
If we cause trouble for Sigismund, it could threaten his plans, he said. That's cowardice, if you ask me.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans
Love
might
it, Murder
be.
Bits.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Yobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Yobst is dreaming up.
And then...
I think I want to own up. I think I want to own up.
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Yobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Gutenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
I apologize.
No need. It's not your fault. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free
First, I
him?
gotta find him.
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh. How's that?
Because you move in certain circles.
And...
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
so?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal...
I swear this guy was like, and? Go on. Yes.
followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance.
I'm sorry.
And
Oh,
didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in...
chat, it was Ruthards. Ruthards.
Malashov. And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
There we go.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought, but that can't be helped. I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness, but...
My
But that is the
keenness.
most insane idea I've heard so far today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Thankfully, my
Long
speech
ladders
skill
and
is
lots of
incredibly
men.
high.
That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful. Yobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Everything.
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter. In the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot.
Oh, did I get through Days Gone? I did. Funny enough, I got about 7 hours into Days Gone, and I was about to put it down. The story had not hooked me. The gameplay was fine, but like, I wanted, like, I wasn't hooked, so I was like, I'll do something else. And chat was like, play it for 1 more hour. Play Days Gone for 1 more hour. You're almost to the hook. Play it for 1 more hour. And I said, you know what? Okay, I'll play it for 1 more hour. And then I beat the game in, I think, just under 30 hours. Yep. To this day, Days Gone is one of the largest failures in narrative development and pacing that I have ever seen in a video game. And what I mean by that is, Days Gone has a great hook. It's got a really interesting story element that happens pretty early. And when you get to it, you're like, oh, this isn't like a normal thing. This is interesting. Let's do it. You don't have to get to that point in the story for like 15 hours if you don't want to. And the worst part is the game doesn't encourage you to do it. It's just kind of there. So my big thing is if they had somehow integrated that hook into the intro so the player had to see it at the beginning of the game, would have completely changed, I feel, the reception of that game. Completely. Because everyone I've talked to has been like, oh yeah, that part? Yeah, that's when the game got good. It's like, dude, you should never have that part 7 to 15 hours into basically what's just a sandbox game. Like, you need to get that in earlier to hook the player to want to experience your sandbox. That's why most sandbox games have a hook at the beginning, if you've noticed. Because they need to get the player into the sandbox and want to be in the sandbox to enjoy the sandbox. So if you've noticed, if you kind of look back at all the sandbox games you've enjoyed, a lot of times there's a hook right at the beginning. So and Days Gone just didn't do that, and it totally screwed their project. Because if you look at the reviews for Days Gone, so many of them were like, yeah, this game's boring, and it feels like I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm just kind of spinning my wheels. And it's like, yeah, because most reviewers probably didn't even get to the hook. They didn't even get to the good part. And that's why a lot of reviewers didn't finish Days Gone. And they say that in the reviews. So it was really unfortunate, man, because the game's actually pretty great. And I love the ending. The characters like Boozer and all, they were awesome. I loved the zombie horde mechanic. That was really cool. Like there was a lot of really good stuff in that game. But unfortunately, the pacing kind of killed it. It was horribly received because of the beginning and how slow it was to get started. So yeah. Anyway.
All right. I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Is there a way to force the hook out without spoilers? This is what I'll say. The game, everyone knows Days Gone is a game about zombies. You know it's a game about zombies. The spoiler is when they start talking about what they are. So I'm not going to talk about that because it's a spoiler. But when they start fingerprinting their take on zombies is when it starts getting interesting. Because Days Gone take on zombies is not a standard take. Like they do some fun, interesting stuff with it. So it's one of the reasons I loved the game. But I'm not going to talk about what that take is. So that's the thing. Like
it's not safe. Be careful.
The big problem with Days Gone is that it feels like a generic zombie experience until you get to the part where it isn't. But you don't have to get to the part where it isn't for like 15 hours. So that they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. They need to get to that part way earlier in the game. I think we're outside now, yeah. Yeah, and dude, the worst part is, like, the game ends perfectly for a Days Gone 2. Oh my lord. That is one of the biggest sequels that I want made is Days Gone 2. Like, the first game sets it up perfectly. It's like a tutorial for a Days Gone 2. How in the heck do I get out of here? I am stuck in here I live here now. This is my house. I live in this area. Yep. This is my life. Oh, there we go. Freedom! All right. So, first we need to eat. Let's eat real quick. Bada boom. Then we're going to wait until day. Now, I could keep doing the main story, but I think what I've been doing, what I want to keep doing is kind of bounce between main story and side story. So what I think I want to work on is that Thunder Rock quest. Let's figure out where we're going next first. It's just somewhere in here, right? Yeah, right down here. Cool. Okay. I don't believe this is timed, so I'm not going to worry too much about that.
I feel quite hungry. You look quite thirsty.
Crazy Beard.
Hey at CohhCarnage, wanted to let you know that my family just adopted our first kitten from a local humane shelter.
Cool.
She had to have a leg amputated, but she is the sweetest thing ever. This is the first cat I've ever had, and we probably went a bit overboard, but wanted to make sure she had everything she needed. Her name is Lena Sida.
Well, that's awesome. Lena Seed? Dude, that's fantastic. Very cool, Crazy Beard. And good on you for taking in a cat that clearly needed some extra help. That's very nice of you, buddy. Let's do Warmonger. Yeah, that seems good. Vitality, we can go ahead and get next to Godliness. Sure, might as well. Speech. Hustler. Go ahead and do Hustler. Do you have 2 points here? No. Okay. Going to skills. Let's go ahead and get... we don't really need either of those, so we're good there. For drinking, though. Let's see. Tavern Brawler. If you commit a minor crime while drunk, you can try to excuse yourself by claiming your impaired state. In your deposit phase of drunkenness, you gradually gain up to +4 craftsmanship. Oh my god, dude, these are so good. Let's do that. Let's do the drunken fool because that's hilarious. Horsemanship. You don't really need any of these. We'll do night trading, but I don't need it. Rearing your horse frightens your enemies much more. If you charge someone with a horse, their morale will drop significantly. Dude, they like fully developed horse combat, and I want nothing to do with horse combat. I feel kind of bad about it. It's like clear that they tried to develop this so much more, but I don't want to fight on my horse. I like fighting on the ground too much. It's the same reason I don't dodge. I don't dodge because I like the counterattack system so much. I guess we'll just get some of these. Yeah. Houndmaster I don't want to get. Scholarship. Effective healing potion will be stronger. In dealing with guards, your speech and stuff will be higher. Let's do more healing. And we'll do law. And then with stealth. If someone is unsuccessful in their search for you, they give up a little sooner. Okay. We'll get Escape Artist 1 and 2. Great. We got another polearm thing. Oh, in every fight, the first attack with polearm weapons will be 35% stronger. That's kind of cool. Let's do that. We got to work on our polearm and heavy weapon, man. I gotta start, like, I really want to get those up. How's our sword skill? Once we max out sword, I think we're gonna start working on these. Yeah. Go buy new armor. Maybe you forgot. I don't think I need new armor, bro. Our armor's pretty good right now. Yeah, we have, like, maxed armor in a lot of slots. Yo, check this out. Oh, now it looks good. Why does it look good? No, it looks a little frayed. See, like, why? It looks good, though. Normally, this is totally ripped up. You can see that the gambeson is all ripped up. It's at 100. But you can see, like, down here, it's torn to hell. Like, why is that? What's the quality on it? It's 3. Hmm. Is it dirty? Maybe? It doesn't have a dirty icon on it. Let's try washing it.
What is happening in our city?
Closest laundry. Oh, I don't even know. Let's go look for it in a minute.
Just
Let's go over here, though. Let's see if we can get a different one. There's a lot of way better armor you can buy that you're currently wearing. Oh, that's good. Great. I've bought all the most expensive armor in Kuttenberg, so that's great to know if there's more. Oh, wow.
Careful.
Wonderful day for a wonderful purchase.
My respects. Have
Hi.
a look. God be with.
What do you have for sale?
Okay, so I want a different item here. Oh, that one looks pretty cool. I want like a red or a black, though. Hmm. Those look pretty good. We could also just not wear this. Like, I wonder if we took that off. Our charisma's still
I hope
30.
you find what you're looking for next time, good sir. Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
I did. It was the best of It was the best of purchases. It was the worst of purchases. Let's see. So we can do. See, that looks pretty good. I actually really like that look. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I think I like that. It's only 27. It's kind of funny. Let's do that. That looks pretty nobly. Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, dude. Got it.
Thank you, sir.
Chat, we got it. We got it. There it is. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, boy. We got to change out this other thing. That looks pretty good. Okay. Maximum drip. That's right. The drippiest drip. The moistest drip. Where is another tailor? I'm pretty sure we got another one here, right? This one, for some reason, we can't get into. I think he's bugged. I think that tailor's bugged. Let's go down here real quick and see if there's anything there.
It happens.
And then we're going to go do a side quest.
Come and get some fresh clothes.
Azzy.
Fighting on your horse and dodging are pro tactics. You do more damage and take less. And you really feel like a knight on horseback in 1403.
Cool. I bet it's fun, but I'm just having a great amount of time doing what having great fun doing what I'm doing. Is the best way to say it, I think. Oh, that tailor's quest related. Oh, cool. Okay. Thank you. You're talking about the one I can't get into, right? Or are you talking about this one? Is this one quest related? No, this one's good. Cohh can speak English. I can English very well. Mostly.
What do you...
Looks pretty good. I really want to get a white one of these. I don't even know if they make a white one. Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, that actually lowers my charisma, though. Dang. So we could do the Bohemian. Oh, that looks pretty good, too. We want to make sure we get rank 3. Also, do we have the best version of this? I don't know if we do. I'm going to get this one. Yeah, I'm going to get that one and see how it is.
Danke und viel Glück.
Those look better. We gotta find a cobbler too.
Für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Oh, wow. Oh, no, it's a little bit more. Yeah, horse stats are bugged, unfortunately. But there we go. Okay. Pop that back on. Oh, let's get our fox on. Oh, I just realized we're getting low on fox, aren't we? All right. Do you guys hear all that banging around going on upstairs out of curiosity? You hear just random banging? Oh, I bet that's why you haven't seen really good use for polearms. They seem really good on horseback. Really? Interesting. I had not considered that. Polearms on horseback.
You better call back that dog.
Oh.
Mutt!